The definitive edition of GTA has been ripped to shreds ever since its release in 2021, and rightfully so.
This is Denise in the definitive edition.
Rockstar took 3 of their most popular games that built the GTA franchise and gave it to a team of 13 people. This team then lazily upscaled the graphics of the mobile versions, not the PS2 versions, and then sold this product for $60.
But we were making more money than we knew what to do with.
But despite all these justifiable complaints, I have another problem with this game. A problem that genuinely upsets me and no one seems to be talking about. But first we need to take a look back at 3 of Rockstar's previous titles to understand the problem I have. San Andreas was released for the PS2 in 2004, but despite being nearly 20 years old, this game still holds up in comparison to modern day releases. At the time, San Andreas had an insanely huge map featuring 3 cities, a countryside and a desert. You had a huge 30-hour story to play through with countless characters and settings, and this game was full of Easter eggs and secrets. But what made San Andreas great, in my opinion, was the little things. The NPC variety, the vehicles, weapons, radio stations, mini-games, customization, and much more. All these little things made this game so much better, and it really shows how much the developers cared about this game. Now let's look at Grand Theft Auto 5. It had an even bigger map and a bigger story to follow. With 3 playable protagonists, GTA 5 was massive, and as a result it became one of the most successful selling entertainment products of all time. But like San Andreas, GTA 5 wasn't just amazing on the macro scale, it was insanely detailed at the micro level. Like the sweat on Michael's back after he runs for a while, how only parts of the character that are actually submerged underwater will get wet, the massive selection of radio stations, the customization, the internet and how you can use it to invest in stocks. GTA 5 yet again was incredibly successful, and you can attribute the success to the incredible amount of detail the developers put into this game. And again, let's look at Red Dead Redemption 2. It had gorgeous graphics and an amazing storyline, but the beauty of this game is in the detail. I distinctly remember the snow on my first playthrough. The attention to detail in this game is still unmatched to this day. From Arthur's personal struggle of being a good man, to the interesting side characters, the horse physics, the fluidity of the animations, this game had so much effort put into it. All 3 of these games had one thing in common. The developers poured their blood, sweat and tears into these games. Whether it was horse pooing physics or back sweat, this detail showed that devs cared about these games, and in my opinion, that's what makes a good Rockstar game. All of Rockstar's games are in a league of their own, and that's because their attention to detail is unmatched when compared with other games. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. So now let's come back to the definitive editions. Lazy upscaling, misspelled text that wasn't corrected, side characters looked like Play-Doh, a rounded nut that wasn't corrected after upscaling, features from the original game being removed because they couldn't be bothered to recode it, missing soundtracks because they didn't relicense them, and the list goes on. Does this sound like a game that paid attention to detail? No. Does this sound like a title released by Rockstar Games? No, I get that there was only 13 people working on the remasters, but why was there only 13 people working on remastering 3 of your most successful games? These games lack the Rockstar touch. They lack the little details that no other game companies would even bother refining. My problem isn't that these games look ugly. My problem is that we will never ever see a good remaster of this incredible trilogy. The definitive edition did not do these 3 games justice. These remasters could have been amazing. Imagine a true Rockstar level of detail of a remaster for these 3 historic games. If fans can do this, imagine what Rockstar could do. These remasters could have been brilliant, and we will more than likely never see how good they could have been. In fact, it's rumoured that GTA 4 Remastered was cancelled due to the feedback on this trilogy, and that's just sad. Thanks for watching, and check out why it's not safe to jog in GTA 5.